Welcome back to the case study. It's John McLauchlan and it's day 147 with a case study. I've been doing this case study every single day, but I haven't recorded the last 2 days. I think 2 days where I haven't recorded anything. So currently, where we are right now, we've got no sales today. We've had a sale yesterday, so a little bit hit and miss. A little bit hit and miss, to be fair. Let's go and have a refresh the page. Let's go and see where we're at. What I've found when things get like this, when it gets a bit hit and miss, same tactic, same kind of emails going out, the same content, this is when it's time to change products. Okay, and we've been talking about changing back to the previous product that we promoted on Q1, so that's what I'm considering, even though it's not quite Q3 yet. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I think you know, if this sort of thing continues, I mean, yeah, 3 sales here, 3 sales here, but you know, where you get the no sales and no sales, no sales, these no sales are becoming more apparent, and this isn't what we should be having. Currently it's Tuesday, so it's Tuesday the 11th of June. Okay, it's Wednesday tomorrow, so bearing in mind that we're looking for this $200 target and we're like we're just over halfway there, so we're going backwards. We are literally going backwards by doing what we're doing now. Has what I've done right now had any bearing because I haven't recorded the sessions? Usually I record the sessions, and generally with some kind of regularity you end up with a sale every single day, and then I stop recording the sessions, and then suddenly those sales kind of contract quite a bit, because the emails I'm sending are the same type of emails of you know, what I've been sending previously that I've been proven to convert. So we've got to really see what's going on. Sometimes this happens in business where things change, things adapt, and it knocks us in terms of what we're doing and what we used to do, and we say things used to be great. Okay, well, it's not the thing that used to be great, it's you didn't change, you didn't adapt. Okay, so that could be happening as well. So let's go over to let's go to the email. Okay, the email I'm going to send out today is the Cora one, the Cora. How you spell it? Cora. We'll say Cora. So this is about helping people on Cora. Let me show you the landing page. It'll be easier. So we'll copy that. We'll come over to there. $800 a week for asking questions on Cora. Okay, there we go. So that's the page all configured, ready for us to add. That's what we're going to promote. Okay. Right, let's go and see. So let's go over to My Lead Gen Secret. If you don't know what My Lead Gen Secret is, go and have a look at the link up there. Okay, and that will give you all the information that you need to know. It's a video that I did. So if you want to get started with that, if you want to find out what it's all about, have a look at that link. I'm going to go over to my. I mean, if you look at the mailing system as it. Oh, so let me go to the home page. I've got to click it about 15 times, like everything. So the numbers aren't too bad. I mean, like 8,000 opens, 6,000 opens, 6,000, 6,000. Then we've got on this one that we sent day 4 yesterday, day 4 yesterday, 3,000, and then almost 6,000 opens. So the opens are reasonably consistent. Okay, 3 and 2% open rates. And one thing you got to do, you just got to take these stats with a little bit of pinch of salt. I mean, they are generally accurate, but you can never be 100% completely sure if they are. But you know, from tracking them with my own tracking software, they are reasonably accurate. Okay, so they're not doing a lot of things like a lot of systems do, where they just totally manipulate the numbers to make it sound like it's great, which has happened before, but not with My Lead Gen, by the way. Otherwise I wouldn't be promoting it. Right, so let's go to mailing system. Let's go over to the leads. So we're going to put all the leads in. We're going to load in yesterday's email, and this is where what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put today's subject line in, and then I'm going to paste in this. Right, so this is the original copy, so I'm going to change this a little bit. So if you follow my YouTube channel, you may know that I good, I'll do, that's good. So it's a similar sort of thing, but I'm just changing the copy just to make it a little bit fresher, because this is the second time it's gone out, and also the subject line is a bit different as well. Okay, so we'll go delete that, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right, I'll grab the 1 ml 1106. Right, okay, well, that's the email I'm going to send, so let's go and preview it. And again, it's just a very nice simple email, constructed in the same way, formatted in the same way as the rest, so we'll just see what happens with that. Let's go and have a look. There we go. So the page is correct, and also the hop link is correct as well. No, we don't want that, not yet. Okay, and there's the link to my masterclass. That's it. Okay, close that. Perfect timing, and send email. So yeah, sometimes you know, when I talk about if you're watching this as a beginner and you haven't quite got your first sales yet, and you're thinking, well, how can he understand how I feel because he's got loads of sales? I understand how you feel. Don't you make any misunderstanding that I don't, because we've all been in the situation where we haven't got sales, or we have sales, or something happens and it kind of means that we need to change track. Sometimes, okay, sometimes it can just be maybe it's changes in Clickbank, maybe there's all kinds of maybes when it comes to business, and as a business owner we need to be constantly adapting and constantly evolving to the market, and we need to be giving the market what the market wants and demands, you know, not what we want it to be. So that's really where we're at in terms of the fact that we haven't had sales for, well, about 12 hours. So so it's not terrible, but at the same time, what I want to do is I want to paint a real picture for you, because let me tell you, there is nothing worse than somebody coming on, doing a case study, dancing around gleefully saying how wonderful things are when you're not making success yourself. So I'd rather get in the pit with you and go, yeah, this is not really doing but what can we do about it? Okay. And it's all about being solution orientated. And sometimes when you're doing this strategy, because it's proven, because previously we've had previous sales that have proven themselves, sometimes it can be a case of just ride it through and things will improve. Or sometimes it's like, okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty and find out what's going on. Let's go and find out what's been happening. Okay, and we can go back into the stats in Clickbank and have a look at that. We can look at the stats in myleadgen and look at those as well. And we can also go into our support network, which is the Facebook group, to go and ask questions and find out what's going on. And eventually what you'll do in these different networks and the different people that you decide to work with is you work with them for a reason. And for me personally, I work with people because they will give me an honest answer about what's happening, not the happy clappy markety answer. Oh, everything's great, how are you? Oh, everything's absolutely fantastic. Okay, bye. Okay, that's not what I want to hear. What I want to hear is, how are things? Well, actually things are good, and this is not really working so great, and I'm working on this is what I'm doing to improve it, because that is reality. Okay, and those are the people I want to work with all the time. And I go out my way to be honest with people, because pretty much I just want to be the person that I would want to work with, not just be some happy clappy markety twat, basically, because that's what people are when they come out with that sort of thing. I don't normally come out with that sort of words, but sometimes there's a certain word that just paints a perfect picture, and that word was it. Right, okay, so we've copied that. We're going to go and log out. We're going to go and cycle through the accounts. So main system, select all leads. I'm going to paste that in. What's happened here? Okay. Yeah, I don't know about you, but one of my pet hates, whilst on the subject, because we've all got pet hates, it's people that friend you on Facebook and then immediately they're just sending you some nonsense email about their nonsense product. It might not be a nonsense product, but just be genuine with people. Just be genuine. How are you? Just be normal with people. If you're one of these people that likes to do that, maybe think about changing tactics, because you're gonna polarize your audience very quickly, but you'll polarize them real quick before they really get to know who you are. Okay. Now, sometimes when you do proper marketing over a prolonged period of time, well, not even that, but when you market yourself in such a way, people eventually will polarize against you. Okay. You'll get people that love you and people that hate you. Okay, and that's where you want to be if you're doing your marketing, if you're really kind of successful. Okay, if you look at most of a classic example yesterday. Yesterday it was a weekend. I like watching the Grand Prix, the F1. Not quite as much as the TT, but I do like the F1. And some of the polarization of the audience that you get with Lewis Hamilton is incredible. And you get people that are loyal fans and people that are loyal haters, and it's unfortunately in that situation it is quite toxic, which is not good for anybody, particularly Lewis himself, because I like him. But I always think if you're doing something that really annoys people, and social media in general without anything in the way is pretty much annoying. It's one of them things that people seem to be compelled to go on and yet don't like it, because it's got that kind of, the fear of missing out factor is huge for a lot of people, and if you go on there and suddenly you're friending people and sending people marketing messages within the first 5 minutes of knowing them, or putting the everyone in a post, that really shouldn't be a problem. because if people join pages or groups or things that they're part of, then they need to know the information. But yet it still annoys people because social media is annoying. So yeah. That's the end of that conversation. Thank you. Bye. Right. Did we get that? Did that right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, perfect timing. Let's go to preview. So preview that. That's okay. Good. Send email. Good. Slurp of coffee. And you know, sometimes if you've got the confidence in what you're doing, and if you're happy with what you're doing, then keep doing it. You know, if you are one of those people that goes and messages somebody because it's part of a tactic, because it's part of something that works for you, then keep doing it. If it's working, that's fine. And if it is working and you've been doing it some time, then I'm you know, thinking you're fairly experienced in what you do. That's great. That's off to you. You know, but if a lot of people who watch my videos, who watch my stuff, they're people who need help. They're people who want guidance, and the people who are looking for solutions. That might not be, you know, might not even be subscribed. If you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up if you're still watching. Thank you for that. But you know, a lot of people get kind of pulled into marketing tactics that they're told to do because under the impression that they're going to work because you don't know any better, and that's part and parcel of learning. You don't know what you don't know, and it just goes. So many people employ really bad tactics because I don't know. This guy told me to do it. He seems to be fairly successful. That's what he does. He showed me his numbers on the screen and it worked for him, so that's what I did. Did the same thing. Okay. But if you put it into a real life situation, if you think about what Facebook is, it's a group of people all coming together in a situation. Okay. Now, if you were in that situation in real life, would you do the things that you're told to do? Okay. Would you go out and, you know, propose marriage to the first girl that you see? Oh, by the way, I know I've only known you for 5 minutes, but we'd like to get married. No, okay, it's fine, no problem. No, it's okay, no problem. No, don't take it personally. It's okay. It's only business. Excuse me, you over there? Yeah, not the blonde, the brunette. About you, same question. Want to get married? It's just, but that's what you're doing. Okay, when it comes to, you know, messaging people online and straight out with a sales call, it's not sustainable. Right, this is number 5. I think it's, anyway. Perfect timing. We'll go and preview it, have a quick look. Good. Send email. Okay, let's go and log out, see where we're at. Yeah, that's them all done. Let's go into, yeah, that's them all done. That's good. Okay, right. So Clickbank. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go into the old stats. Mention the old stats, and we'll go to reporting, and we'll just go to the transactions. So transactions currently. So social paid was the last one. Then we've got social sales rep, which is what I'm going to go back to and promote. This social sales rep was what we promoted in Q1. So this is somebody from the 4th of February. 4th of February. Still got the same customer paying from since February. That's how it should be. Okay. See if we've got any. Yeah, 27th of Feb, 28th of Jan. Look at that. And that really says everything about the product. I've got the product. Somebody gave me access to their product as well, and the product does the job. It says what it says on the tin, and that's why people keep renewing. So that's where we're at. Okay, right. So all we need to do now is just see what happens tomorrow. We've still got a few hours left. It's 10:20 here in the evening, 11th of June. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll just keep positive. Really, we'll just keep going. And that's the name of the game. Sometimes you go through little rough spells, and sometimes you end up with 3 or 4 sales in a day. And we've got to take the rough with the smooth, and that is just business. That's just the way it goes. So anyway, if you got some value from that, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Any questions that you've got, reach out to me with a question, and I'll see you on the session tomorrow. Bye for now.